the gambling goose cast. It's the gambling goose cast. It's the gambling goose cast. It's the gambling goose cast. If you're a sports fan and wanna bet, this is the right place. Just write your picks on the internet, and I'll put them all together in one parlay. Put it in the books, yeah.
Welcome to episode 77 of the Gambling Goosecast, brought to you by the Hangover Network. I'm here today to give you picks for the combat sports this weekend. Friday we have Bellator 222. Saturday we have UFC Fight Night, Chan Sung Jung versus Renato Moicano, and Saturday we also have boxing, Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwarz. Now let's get to the picks. All right. First, Bellator 222, Friday. The main event is Rory McDonald versus Naaman Gracie, but first fight we're betting on is going to be Carrion Caldwell versus Kyoji Horiguchi. Caldwell is minus 165 for the favorite, while Horiguchi is plus 135 for the underdog. This is a rematch of their first fight that they fought at Ryzen FC. Caldwell was winning most of the match until he got caught in a guillotine choke and was forced to tap out. He was definitely winning the fight. That's why he's favored in this one. His wrestling pretty much controlled Horiguchi the entire time, but the problem was he was in a ring last time, and you can't hold someone against the ropes as well as you can against the fence in a cage. So that's why he's favored. He'll probably try to control him for most of the rounds. But the thing is, Horiguchi trains an American Top Team with some of the best wrestlers in the world, and to think that he's not going to come in with a different game plan is preposterous. I'm picking Horiguchi here, probably by decision. Maybe he can choke him out again, but put in the books, Horiguchi plus 135. Next up, the main event, Rory McDonald versus Naaman Gracie. McDonald is favored at 170. While Naaman Gracie is the underdog at plus 140. This is the semifinals of the Bellator welterweight tournament. Rory is the current welterweight champion and looking to win this tournament to solidify his greatness. Although he had a lackluster performance against John Fitch in his last fight, and had a very weird interview where he said he really didn't want to fight anymore, or he didn't have the heart for it, or something like that. He didn't want to hurt people. Well, Naaman Gracie wants to hurt people. He's young, he's hungry, and he wants to render you unconscious. Put in the books, Naaman Gracie, plus 140. Next up, UFC Fight Night. Korean Zombie versus Renato Moicano. The first fight on this card that we're betting on is going to be Deron Winn versus Bruno Silva. Winn is the favorite at minus 205. Silva is the underdog at plus 165. Deron Winn is making his UFC debut with a record of 5-0 outside of the promotion. He trains at American Kickboxing Academy, where if you're a good wrestler, you only get better. You train with Cormier, Cain Velasquez, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Luke Rockhold, just to name a few. He's going against Bruno Silva, a man who is also making his UFC debut with a record of 19-6 outside of the promotion. He definitely has more experience than Winn, but can he stop the inevitable takedown? Probably not. Put in the books, Deron Winn, minus 205. Next up, we got John Lineker, minus 190, versus Rob Font, plus 155. Now, I would love to take the underdog here, but I just can't. Every time Font goes against a top contender, he loses, and I still consider Lineker a top contender, even though it's kind of hit or miss with him lately. I just think Lineker wins this and probably wins by knockout. But to be safe, I'm just picking him to win. Put in the books, John Lineker minus 190. And finally, the main event for this, Chan Sung Jung plus 175 versus Renato Moicano minus 225. This is going to be a fast-paced, hyper-aggressive contest between two of the top-ranked featherweights. Well, Hanatomo Kano is ranked 5th, while Korean Zombie is ranked 12th, which you can't really look at that. When he entered the UFC, he went 3-1, lost a title shot to Aldo, and then had to do 2 years of military service for South Korea. Mandatory. I mean, he couldn't avoid it. So coming back from that, he beats Bermudez by knockout. Dennis Bermudez, first round. And then he suffers a knee injury. He's out for a year. Then he goes against Yair Rodriguez. Is winning the entire fight. Gets knocked out with 1 second left in the 5th round by a elbow that I've never seen before. So he's still a really good fighter. It's just, circumstances. Moicano only has 1 loss. That's against Aldo. I just think that plus 175 for Korean Zombie is kind of insane, and you can't avoid those odds. So you're going to need to put in the books and pick Chan Sung Jung at plus 175. And finally, boxing Saturday. Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwarz. Tyson Fury is coming off arguably the best fight of 2018, where he fought to a draw against Deontay Wilder, where he probably should have won that fight. But Wilder knocked him down in the 12th round, which swayed the scorecards to a draw. Fury has a record of 27-0-1, and he's going against Tom Schwarz, a 25-year-old German heavyweight, shredded, looking like a young Ivan Drago, who has a record of 24-0. Now, if you look at records alone, you might think that it's an evenly matched fight. Not even fucking close. Schwarz has not even faced... He hasn't faced anyone close to what Tyson Fury has. Tyson Fury's, I don't know, like minus 3,000 for this. Obviously, we're not betting on that. What we are betting on is Tyson Fury is going to win, but he's going to win by KO at minus 215 for odds. Put it in the books. There you have it. Short little pod, huh? Let's recap. First bet, Horiguchi. Kyoji Horiguchi, plus 135, 100 to win 135. Naaman Gracie, plus 140, 100 to win 140. Deron Winn, minus 205, 100 to win 48.78. John Lineker, minus 190, 100 to win 52.63. Chan Sung Jung, the Korean fucking zombie, plus 175, 100 to win 175. And then Tyson Fury by KO, minus 215, 100 to win 46.51. Of course, we parlayed it all together. 25 to win $1,265.07. Currently, from the last podcast, we bet the U.S. Open. One of our guys, Xander Schauffele, is leading. That'd be a pretty big win. The rest of our guys are doing decent, but there's still 3 days left. Anything can happen. That's it for today's episode. You know where you can download it. Anywhere. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, iTunes, Spreaker, and Stitcher. Many more. Go check out the other Hangover Network podcasts. Go check out our blog. Check it all out. Gambling Goosecast shirts will be on sale soon. So you can rep the brand. Rep being a degenerate, not paying your rent on time, or spending your rent money. Just doing whatever you want. It's a disease, but it's one that I love. Everyone have a good weekend. Win some money. And go fuck yourself.